Hello everybody, and thanks for tuning in. First of all, I would like to say a huge thanks to all the people who have subscribed to my channel. It really means a lot to me, your support, so thank you guys, thank you very much. You all are absolutely legends. If you are new to my channel, I am Marcel. I live in Bali and I do content about Bali and places you may not gonna get to see too often. Those who know my channel, they know my sweet spot for jungle camping. I absolutely love staying alone in the jungle. But I thought this time we're gonna make something else. I haven't been camping at the beach for ages, so this time I'm gonna do a 3-nighter solo camping at the beach in 3 different locations. And as you have seen in the intro, I arrived at this beach pretty early, around 1 o'clock at lunchtime. And the reason for it was I wanted to see the highest tide today, just to give me an idea how safe I am at my camp spot here at the beach, so I'm not really have to go swimming at night when the high tide is coming back. Let me show you my camp setup now. So for this trip I not only wanted to check out some new locations, or basically not always camp in the jungle, although I really absolutely love it, but I also wanted to try out new gear. So what you have in front of you is my setup for tonight. On top, the fly sheet is actually the Indonesian Army one-man combat tent, which can also function as a fly sheet. Then on the bottom of the sand I just used a simple plastic tarpaulin as a moisture barrier. On top of that I have my good old Swiss Army Zeltbahn, and then inside, let me show you that a little bit on a close-up. What you can see here is actually the Indonesian Army jungle hammock. It has an integrated mosquito net, so I just repurpose that and use it like as a bivy with mosquito net. Underneath I have the Indonesian Army sleeping pad plus the Indonesian Army summer sleeping bag, and then I have my trusty blow up pillow I always use when I go camping, plus a wool blanket just in case it gets really cold tonight, but I don't think so. And in the back you may see I have still a lot of space for my backpack and my other gear I brought along. In front here I just have my rain poncho ready. It rained just earlier for about 2 hours, and after I arrived I did some good chatting with the local people, so it was really nice to get to know them. So now I think it's time for me to gather some firewood. So I managed to collect a little bit of driftwood on this beach. Surprisingly there's not much around. So I'm still thinking of, should I cook dinner on my solid fuel stove or the debris stove, or should I really go and make a proper fire? I think I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the sunset now and think about it. So yeah, while enjoying this beautiful sunset today, I think I made up my mind and I'm just gonna cook a simple dinner on my solid fuel stove, because it's just simply so much easier, so much quicker. And maybe probably later I'm gonna do a little bonfire just yeah, to keep me a bit of company. Thanks again for tuning in. So a very quick and easy one for dinner. Here I have a little bit of smoked beef, and I brought along some quail eggs. So once the beef is a little bit browned up, I'll add a few quail eggs and then I'm gonna eat that with bread, and that's my dinner. There you have it, my friends. Quick and simple dinner. That's why I love cooking with the solid fuel stove, which is also Indonesian Army surplus. It just makes your life very, very much easier. Okay guys, I'm already tucked in and I'll do an early sleep tonight because I want to get up very early tomorrow morning. So thanks for sticking around, and if nothing extraordinary happens in the night, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Good night. So my friends, after having my coffee, I met a very nice gentleman who was coming to the beach for a fishing. So we chatted for quite some time, and I thought I'd spare you the sight of me packing up my camp. So this is me all packed up. That little plastic bottle is all my trash from one day, and I will bring that with me and dispose it correctly. And I will now say goodbye to this beautiful beach, which treated me very nicely, and now I'm on my way to the next spot. Thanks for joining. So this is my second campsite. I just arrived here and I will wait until another 5 hours when the highest tide is before I start setting up my camp. But for now I think I'm gonna make another coffee and probably prepare some breakfast. So my food is ready. I made penne with sun-dried tomato pesto and smoked beef in it. Since it's already lunchtime now, so it's actually breakfast become lunch, so I will have to enjoy that now, and I'll catch you later in a minute. So my friends, I was just finishing up my lunch and I washed up the dishes, and then I thought, well mate, it's 12:30 and if you see how the tide is rushing in, I decided to play safe. I packed up my stuff and moved out to the main entry to this beach, and I'm just gonna wait now until 2:30. That is the highest tide, and then I will know more how it goes on. So hello my friends, I literally had to make a very difficult decision in terms of the tide here, and I decided to go full in, no risk, no fun. It's literally borderline the high tide and this spot. So yeah, I had a quick setup here, and this time I kind of like didn't go with the jungle hammock and the mosquito net. I just roll plain dirty ground mat, sleeping bag, pillow, that's it. And I hope I'm not gonna go swimming at 3 o'clock in the morning. Wish me luck. So my friends, the sun is slowly setting, so as long as there's still daylight, I think I'm gonna start working on my dinner. Stay tuned. So for dinner it's gonna be bacon and eggs. This bacon I made myself at home, so if you ever wonder how to make your own bacon at home, yeah, let me know. I'm happy to share the recipe with you. So my friends, I will enjoy this bonfire today because I have a lot of driftwood laying around here, and yeah, maybe just chill here by myself because I have to get up very early tomorrow morning when the tide comes in. I'm still like 50-50, like is it safe or not? So I'll get you back tomorrow at 2 a.m. and we'll have a look together at the high tide. Thanks for joining me. So my friends, I'm already tucked in. I will have an early sleep tonight, and then I'll set the alarm for about 1 o'clock in the morning when the tide really starts rising, and just have a look how we go. See you later. Good morning, my friends. Day 2 on my 3-day solo camping mission at the beach in Bali here. I slept pretty okay. Yeah, the tide came dangerously close this morning at 3 a.m. But in the end it was okay. So yeah, I didn't really sleep much last night. So I really need this coffee right now. Catch you in a few. So my friends, I just have arrived at the last spot where I will camp here tonight. Same thing as the previous other 2 spots. I will have to wait till 3 o'clock in the afternoon until the tide is at its highest, so I'll have a better understanding where I can set up my camp. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna start preparing breakfast. So my friends, after lunch I have chosen a camp spot. I think this one here is pretty good in terms of the high tide, high water mark. I should stay dry, I hope so. I will find out anyway at 3 o'clock. So this is my setup. I have set the tarp into the wind. It has several reasons. First of all, I need an airflow. It was very hot yesterday when I slept, so I hopefully get it a bit cooler tonight. Second of all, it keeps the mosquitoes and the sandflies away, and third of all, it also helps with the moisture. Last night my tarp was quite wet inside from the moisture which developed. So this is the setup I am rocking today. This is the inner of the Silver Fox one-man bivy tent. I have repurposed. I just took the outer fly off, and then you see here in the back I have plenty of space for my equipment. I have quite a nice airflow underneath, so I hope this will do. There is a bit of rain in the forecast later on. Let's see how it goes, and I may have a few friends coming down because they live here. Let's see if they have time to come down and say hello. Thanks for joining. So my friends, it's way past after lunch. I have set up my camp. I'm pretty much sorted out. This is the beach I'm staying at. And I think after lunch, after setting up camp, now it's time for a cold beer. Cheers! My friends just rang me up and said they're on the way, which is nice. Haven't seen them for a long time, so they said they're going to bring a little bit of fish to put on the barbecue, and I just started a huge bonfire, as you can see, because there is so much driftwood on this beach. So yeah, why not? Stay tuned for the fish. Good morning, guys. It's 6:30. I just woke up. What a night it was yesterday. Oh my god. Let me give you a short recap. After I set up and I started the big bonfire, everything was okay. My friends were on the way, and then when they got here, suddenly out of the nowhere, there was a storm coming in without any warning. So I had to change position because I was quite in the open with my setup, and I was looking for shelter underneath a tree in an A-frame style. And yeah, of course, I told my friends, hey, guys, you just pack up and you go home. And of course, out of respect to their privacy, I didn't film that. But yeah, it was quite intense. But during the night, the wind really died down, so that was pretty okay. So yeah, what a night it was. So me, I'm probably gonna start packing up now and start heading back home, and I will stop on the way to do a little recap of my experience and the gear I used on this trip. And yeah, I'll talk to you in a minute. Thanks for joining. So yeah, this is me having a coffee stop halfway home. So my recap about these 3 nights solo camping at the beach. It was nice. It was very enjoyable, except yesterday night, that storm. But yeah, nothing you can really do about it. It was still okay. So one thing I would like to compare is camping at the beach versus camping in the jungle. At the beach, it's beautiful. You gonna go to sleep with the sound of the waves. That is absolutely fantastic. You can do a bit of a swimming or fun fishing, so that is something which is really nice. The downside about camping at the beach, there are a few. There's a constant wind, sometimes stronger, sometimes a bit less. Then you also have people. Yeah, the beach is a public place, so you always have people come down to see the sunset or go fishing or whatever. So if you are somebody who really needs your total privacy, then a beach is probably not what you're looking at. The other downside at camping at the beach is you have to bring drinking water. If I camp in a jungle, I can always make my own drinking water. Here I had to buy water and bring it with me. It wasn't a big issue, but yeah, keep that in mind. The other thing is mosquitoes, sandflies. It wasn't really that bad this time. I was pretty okay with it compared to the jungle. In the jungle, you have a lot of mosquitoes and crawlies who want to bite you all the time. What else? The equipment I used, I was more or less happy with. I will go home now and clean all my equipment, and I will go edit this video and post it today. And tomorrow, when my gear is dry, before I start repacking it up, I will do a more in-detailed rundown of what I used and what I like about the equipment, especially the new equipment I bought, what I like about it and what I don't really like so much about it. So if you have made it that far, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video tomorrow. Thanks and have a good one. Cheers.